Let's see what we're test driving today. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the Playstation Vita. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was developed by Capcom and was a launch title for the PlayStation Vita. The Vita, as well as Marvel vs. Capcom, was released in Japan on December 15, 2011, while North America had to wait until February 22nd of 2012. Interestingly, some in the US were able to get the Vita and potentially Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a week early on February 15th. If you had pre-ordered the 3G bundle from select retailers like Best Buy, they shipped it a week early. Now, how does Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 hold up as a fighter for the novice or casual fighting game player? Well, let's check it out. Upon starting the game, you are presented with a brief setup for the story mode, told through the flipping pages of a comic book. Villains from the two worlds are scheming together to conquer their worlds. While heroes and villains from both worlds fought, the world devourer Galactus was angered and maybe a little hungry. Now both worlds' fates hang in the balance.
You cannot save your world from being ravished by Galactus.
While playing offline, the game offers a few different modes. Standard arcade play, touch mode where the characters are controlled completely with the touchpad, and the character's auto-block, training mode, and a mission mode that is specific for each character. For this test drive, let's just focus on an arcade mode. At the character select screen, you are presented with the choice to choose 3 fighters between 48 different characters. On the left half are 24 heroes and villains from various Capcom franchises. Certain mainstays from the fighting series return, like Ryu, Chun-Li, and the Darkstalker Morrigan. One mission that stood out to me was that Zero replaced Mega Man as a representative for the Mega Man series. It was refreshing to see some of the new fighters coming from some of their less referenced franchises. Spencer from Bionic Commando, Beautiful Joe, Amaterasu, the White Wolf from Mikami, and the most surprising of them all, Phoenix Wright from the Ace Attorney series. On the right, there are 24 heroes and villains from Marvel Comics. Like with Capcom, there are several returning mainstays of Marvel, like Captain America, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Though not bad choices, I did think some of the characters Marvel chose were kind of interesting to say the least. Instead of Hulk, who was in all the previous games, we get the She-Hulk. Dormammu and MODOK are definitely some unique villains. And though we'd still have Wolverine, we also got his clone/daughter, X-23. There were also 2 DLC characters, Jill Valentine and Suma Gorath. However, they were both removed from the servers in 2013, so sadly, they are not accessible anymore. Okay, enough talking about characters. Let's get out there and fight.
Surrender is not in my vocabulary, pal.
Who was I supposed to kill again? Yeah, doesn't matter. Go for broke.
Each fight is a 3-on-3 tag team battle. Each character has their own life meter, and when their life meter is gone, they are KO and out of the match. The match is over once all 3 members of a team are knocked out. The controls are pretty straightforward. You can punch, kick, jump, and block. If the team member is not being controlled or not knocked out, they can tag in and switch places with your current fighter, or they can be called in to assist. With all 3 fighters still in the match, it is also possible to call forth an attack where all 3 fighters combine to perform a powerful attack. And as with most fighters, each character has their own set of combos and special moves that require a certain combination of joystick movement and button presses. I've never been one to remember most of the moves for all the characters, so I find it helpful that there is a move list under the options menu that can be accessed when the game is paused.
That's why I'm a super soldier.
I learned quickly that a crucial technique to master in the game is the character assist. L1 or R1 will call forth one of the other two teammates to perform an attack. If timed and placed correctly, you can do some major damage. Now you can't just spam the assist button. After each call, you do need to wait a short amount of time for the assist meter for that character to refill. Also, an assist character can be damaged while they are on screen, so if you aren't careful, you can actually lose a character instead of pulling off a great combo.
That's for letting them mix up Raccoon City, you wanker.
You bring it however you want.
Beat it, pal. Go for broke.
With such a large roster of characters to choose from, I appreciate the fact that they mostly fight in their own unique way. There's bound to be a character that fits your preferred fighting style. You have slow, short-range brawlers like Hager, fast, lightweight, long-range attackers like Hawkeye, and the characters also differ in size as well. They can range from small and nimble like Spider-Man to tall and slow like the Sentinel. At the moment, I prefer a fast, short-range fighter kind of like Wolverine, and I've learned that with the larger characters like the Sentinel, I'll need to play a lot more time to fight decently with them.
This changes now. Swiss cheese! Swiss cheese!
To me, one of the more surprising additions to the list of fighters is Phoenix Wright. As a big fan of the game series, I quickly chose him as one of my characters. That was kind of a mistake. Phoenix seems more suited for someone more skilled with the game mechanics than someone just picking up the game for the first time. Characters like Captain America or Wolverine felt easier to pick up and play right away. Let's just say I probably need a little more practice before attempting Phoenix again. Overall, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is a great game for both the novice and veteran fighters. For the novice, the play controls are pretty quick to pick up, and for the veteran, the play style is pretty deep to keep them interested. So if you're a fan of either franchise, or just looking for a great fighter, definitely give this some playtime. But what do I know? I'm just a driver. Test drive it yourself.